Hi, so welcome to this month's podcast. This month I'm going to tell you about the new product we have, which is the Arpeggiator shown on screen. I'm going to demo it with a couple of synths. One of them is Diva by UHE, and the other is OBXD. And basically, first of all, as typical setup in Ableton, you'd have the Arpeggiator on one channel here, and then you'd feed the MIDI through into the synth. So I've got some chords I played in earlier, and they're going to go through the Arpeggiator and target the Diva. So let's hear how it sounds. So, there's lots of things we can do with the Arpeggiator. Basically, the basic controls at the bottom here are modes. So the current pattern, you can be off, where you just hear the chords. It can be up. It can be up randomly. So here it will be moving up, but it will pick the notes out at random. So let's have a listen. Or it can be down, so it's going to go down in order. Or it can be down randomly. And then we've got the Arpeggiator speed, so it's set on 1/8 at the moment. It could go lots of different speeds here, so 16th is obviously twice as quick. You've got dotted notes, like a dotted 8th. It has a different timing, and you've got triplets as well. And then we've got the ARP range, which basically is showing how many octaves it will traverse. So if we set it to 1, here we've got 2, and we can put it up to 5. Too high, let's stick it on 3. So yeah, they are basic controls that all arpeggiators would have. The main thing, actually everything else with the Make Electronic Sound Arpeggiator is to do with this pattern area at the front here. So let me just put it on straight up actually and play through. Put it on 8th. Each time we get a note is hit, we'll get one of these black marks, so we can see how the pattern traverses, and we can skip out steps. So let's leave out every other one here for now. Okay. We can leave out even more. So you get the idea. So actually we've got, well, we can randomize the pattern here with a dice here. And we can draw on like loads of patterns that ship with the product, for example Delhi, and they are just different patterns here, and you can go through them as you would normally here. You can also randomize, so randomly select one of those. So yeah, I can reset the pattern area to be everything's going to play now, nothing's going to be skipped. And then before I explain the advanced tools, you've got this Euclidean panel here. So what I can do, if I hit E6, I'm going to get 6 equally spaced points that are going to sound. So listen, like, look at it. So it's done that. That's 6. This is 4. Okay. But you can put like 12, for example. So they're going to be equally spaced on the grid. If you had 5, because the grid here is 6 by 5, you would just have one note at the end of each row. And the grid size will change according to the arpeggiator range, and that's because of the way the octaves are. If we've got 3, we want the size of the grid divisible by 3. If we've got 4, we want it divisible by 4. And so on. So yeah, so let's stick it on 3, let's reset. So basically that covers it, apart from this strip of controls here. So what you can do, let's make a little pattern. Let's make a little pattern here, like, I don't know, skip 2, then skip 3, then skip 4, okay, and let's just cut this out here. Each time a new chord is hit, it's gonna reset the arpeggiator. So we've got this pattern here. What we can do, lots of tools here. We can shift the pattern horizontally. So that's going to just take it and move the pattern this way, like 1 step, 2 step, 3 step, 4 step, 5 steps. And we can shift vertically as well. So that's going to shift in the Y direction. Okay. We can also shift the pattern itself. So this is step, each time we're basically jumping forward in the array. And yeah, that's like the end. That's the beginning. So if you were at the end and you went 1 more step forward, you'd be coming back to the beginning. So it's like in a clock. So yeah, so basically, let's see how it sounds like randomly, like here. Well, that's all. Okay, let's look at that. One more thing, these 4 operations here. You see dot position, we've got this dot here. We can move the dot around, okay? Let's put the dot, say, here in the middle. And let me just make this a little bit easier for you to see. So if I can do 2 more operations. I can do reflections and I can do a 180-degree rotation. So I'm going to reflect the pattern. If I put the vertical line in, I'm going to reflect the arpeggiator pattern in the y-axis, essentially. So if I do a reflection there, look, that's reflecting. If I reflect it in this axis, to make it a bit easier to see, then that's that way. And I can then do a rotation of 180 degrees around there. So if you rotate it twice, you obviously get back to where you were. So these are just some little tools that I put in to make it more fun playing with the arpeggiator. So yeah, let's switch over to bass sounds. So we've got this great synth bass patch in the OBXD. So let's see how that sounds. Now for the bass, let's have less. Let's see how it sounds with the range of 1. So yeah, basically that describes the MES Arpeggiator, and you can buy it $25 only. And if you buy Annalise at the same time, you get a discount on that. And yeah, enjoy, have fun with it. It's a very cool tool. So yeah, thanks for watching. Goodbye.